on Lost Temple. We're gonna see what gonna be the position in the race. We see that evilbox is spawning as a pink Protoss in the 12 o'clock position of Lost Temple, and Heathen is spawning as an orange Zerg on the 6 o'clock position.
Alright, he then may play the annoying orange in this game as he leads the series 1-0. Evilbox needs to make something happen through his Protoss race. Evilbox Protoss really decent. Saw him play against, I think it was against Jabito. Yeah, it was against Jabito in the Mineski IC Cup Open. But he ended up losing that series since it's Jabito of all the players. So anyway, there's a 12 versus 6 matchup. Pretty long rush distances. Not really rush distances. And Heathen's looking to expand early on. Oh, actually he's sending a scout.
Yeah, he's going to be scouting because Zerg usually, I think, it expands at 14. So use one drone to scout and then just wait for the 14th one to put down your engine. Which in this case, their positions are cross map. They'll be relatively safe because of how far it is from how far they are from each other.
Evilbox going for a fast expansion build, it seems, as he plays the forge just below his ramp with a pylon. What Heathen can do about is go straight for roaches, one base roach, and go for the bust.
Yeah. Actually, Evilbox can be very, very annoying here by pulling off a cannon rush. But no, he's creating a second pylon. So I wonder what that will mean for Evilbox. Will he be continuing for the fast expand or just gonna resort to that cheesy tactic?
I think he can go for both, or just straight up go for a Nexus and just refrain from doing the cheesy play. And I think he won't be doing any cannon rushes since he just saw Heathen's pretty early spawning pool.
Yeah, very very nice positioning for the spawning pool there by Heathen because you just use it to block off any harassment attempt there. It serves a kind of a wall off, a mini wall off on your base.
Heathen planning a pylon in the natural area just to add in. Evilbox actually is planning a pylon in the natural area of Heathen just to be much more annoying than the
very annoying
orange. So and Heathen's Nexus is pretty late, going for the gateway first.
And actually, Heathen's drone just died. Probably wasn't being microed because of this annoying pylon on his expansion. But Evilbox almost completing his wall off. Just a little few more. Maybe the cannon and the zealot there is going to be pretty safe from any harassments.
Evilbox needs to place another photon cannon if he wants. Well, there's a second photon cannon, but he needs another one in the main wall to avoid any roach busts. Roach busts pretty popular against these kinds of builds.
So Evilbox's gateway is just finishing, so we will be creating probably a zealot there, and there is a cybernetic scorer. Oh, misclick from Evangel Sith and puts his probe in on cannon. Is pretty complete. It's going to be pretty tough for Heathen to break through, but I don't think Heathen will be trying anything to break that. He's going for a macro build since he is having his expansion hatch on his natural gun, and just a few seconds.
Even going for a straight up Zergling play in this game, even trying to destroy the destructible rocks on the gold expansion. But Evilbox just planning the Nexus now should be pretty safe against pure Zerglings, but once he then decides to tech up, Evilbox is in a very dangerous position.
Very, very dangerous. But getting back, actually destroying the gold destroying the gold rocks will allow you to expand or to get ready to expand in the later part of the game. So it's always a good idea that if you have a chance to kill off the rocks that are blocking the gold expansion.
So
we see Yeah, we see Heathen. I'm sorry, Box creating two Stargates there. So, what do you think is he planning? Is he going to
Uh,
race or for Phoenixes?
Now this is a classic trend. This is a very common transition from the fast expand build. You can go. You can just build two Stargates. Start pumping air units, be it Void Rays or Phoenixes. It could be any of those two. Start putting a huge amount of pressure on the Zerg player.
Yeah, those Phoenixes are very very annoying. They prove very effective against Overlords, which are scattered on the map. But we see that Heathen is he went for a roach here, so his overlords are pretty equally play positioned. In the meantime, yes, out Evil Box's base by sending a couple of, but is getting hit by this photon cannon on the cliff. And yes, apparently he's going for the void rays, so we will be able to because apparently he then doesn't have there yet. He only has his two queens, and which will allow the void rays a very very good amount of time to get in there and do some damage before before Heathen is able to create any anti-air tech, because his lair is just about done. He still has to create either a spire.
All right. I'm not sure if the viewers would understand that. Your message was all choppy
Oh,
because of the
sorry.
lag. So anyway, I think that's all right. Anyway, the one strike is spamming Void Rays. The other one is for Phoenixes. This strategy is, I think he would wait for two Void Rays and a Phoenix to come out, then start putting pressure on the Zerg bases. But he must be on the defensive before he's prepared. He needs to defend this wall, or else he's pretty much screwed if the walls gets busted. And this Void Ray, where's the Void Ray? Where's the Void Ray? There's a Void Ray. Only one Void Ray. Two Void Rays in the making, and Sneaky Probe gets taken out. Pylon will follow through, and Pylon must be cancelled. Cancel the Pylon. Cancel the Pylon. Yeah, he cancels the Pylon.
There it is.
And I'm pretty excited how this Void Ray how this Void Ray attack will occur. How much damage this will do. Since Heathen's pretty much unprepared for this, no Hydralisk Den. Oh, there's Hydralisk Den, but okay. Heathen's prepared. Heathen is prepared. He has Hydralisks in the making, as well as Roach Speed on the way. He
And an armor upgrade.
should be pretty safe. These three Void Rays won't do much damage once the Hydralisks are out.
He did try to push, but he then, since B5, have actually pushed it back. So apparently I'm
Could
lagging. So,
try quitting your applications like Firefox or anything.
yeah, sure. Let's try it. Hang on.
So anyway, back to the ball game. evilbox still going for Void Rays despite seeing the Hydralisk army, but he simply just missed that timing window where the Zerg player has no Hydralisks to defend and only has roaches. He should have used the Void Ray. He should have made the Void Rays to get out faster.
Actually, I think he's gonna put a very good here. I think he's gonna go for the Colossi. He's making a fleet beacon, and he'll probably be researching those flux veins in just a sec. But once the robotics, we're gonna make one observer in Colossi, which will devastate any ground Zerg army there.
But the downside
in the
of
meantime-
this build. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, just gonna say that Heathen has a ninja expansion on the 3 o'clock position, so it's gonna be interesting because he's gonna be having a lot of macro power in this game. So go ahead, sir. What were you gonna say?
So anyway, the downside of this Void Ray build is once the Zerg player gets a considerable amount of Hydralisks, any amount of areas is basically useless. But Evil Box apparently has ninja power since he immediately goes to this 3 o'clock expansion, or he has map hack or something. I doubt
Very
that.
lucky.
So Heathen Sidle is going on there to try and defend this expansion. Heathen cancels the hatchery, and Evil Box Void Ray army is getting larger and larger by the minute. Heathen must try and put so many spore crawlers just to defend against this.
So in the meantime, we see that Evil Box going for the upgrades. He did actually research the flux veins, but he's producing 2 carriers, which is going to be very, very good against massed ground units. So I don't think he's going to go for the Colossi because he's not making... Oh, we see that he's loading 7 probes in his war zone. What is he going to plan? He's going to be expanding on the island. Going to be trying to go here. He's going to be pretty safe because basically Heathen does not have air units and is not going to be able to scout this for a while until he's researched or sent his... Oh, I see he is creating corruptors, so you're going to be trying to counter the Void Rays and probably going to be able to see it later in the game, but for now, Evil Box will be having a free expansion, free from any harass whatsoever.
The thing is that Heathen doesn't want to lengthen the game any longer. He wants to finish it now. Going for the attack, this may prove to be very, very lethal. Heathen checking out the third expansion of Heathen if he has taken it, the gold expansion to be specific, but Heathen sees it, it's not taken, it's vacant. Heathen going for the attack. Void Rays melt to this kind of army from the Zerg. Evil Box must make something happen before he taps out. And Heathen going for double expansion on the left side of the map. Pretty huge here.
Heathen getting free kills, so Void Ray and the Warp Prism. At the same time, Evil Box is trying to macro as much as he can. He's getting carriers in position. They're going to be trying to kill this forces off, but it's a bit too big, I think, for Evil Box. Might be able to hold barely. But then again, Heathen already has his upgrades on the way. And, Evil Box has his too. Air attack already, and level 2 upgrades almost done. But it's not going to be able to do much until it's done. But the attack has commenced. Evil Box's Void Rays are targeted. Roach is not doing much damage. At the same time, carriers are trying to kill off the Corruptors, but Corruptors really have very good armor, so they're standing up quite a bit against them. At the same time, Heathen's ground army is devastating the wall completely down. Again, but not really that good. The carriers are doing their job. They are doing a lot of damage, killing off all those Hydralisks and finishing off these roaches. At the same time, it's probably pretty safe. Gonna be trying to counteract this as soon as all these roaches are done. And in reaction, even just his unit has a couple more and Zerglings in his base can be trying to counter or defend against these 4 carrier and Void Ray counterattack by Evil Box.
Evil Box did a pretty good job defending against the attack, making the 4 carriers work. And let's see if Heathen is prepared against this kind of attack from these 4 carriers coming to the base of Heathen. Heathen should be more than prepared. Heathen is on 159 food count, while Evil Box only at 99. Let's see if how this weighs in.
So there's the attack. The carriers are trying to kill off what they can, but one goes down. One doing damage, but not enough. Another carrier goes down. Another goes down, and this forces is going to be beaten back by. And apparently, there's the GG from Evil Box. So he then wins this game. So